Today is about the power of you.
What's going on, family? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Man, it's been a little while since I did a Facebook Live. I apologize. I have not been in here, but I want to come on real quick. Probably not even going to wait for viewers on this one because I have something on my heart that I must share with you guys. I want to give you the biggest lesson that I have learned over the past 5 days from observing the NFL draft, from observing the NBA playoffs. Obviously, you guys know I am a sports enthusiast. So if you could do me a huge favor, let me know that you can hear me okay, and we are going to get this thing started in about 30 seconds. What's going on, Todd? What's going on, Tez? What's going on, Mike? What's going on, Sed? Hey, do me a favor, guys. Share this out. I know that the information I am about to share is going to impact so many people's lives. And I promise you, going into the month of May, I know many of you are in the business of sales. You're in the business of insurance, real estate, network marketing. I promise it is going to make the biggest change in moving the needle towards your goals. So,
I had to believe in myself like never before. I had to find
let's go ahead and jump in here. All right, so listen. If you guys aren't hip to Success Vibes, look that up on YouTube. The best thing to work out to. What's going on, Mark? All right, so listen. This is what I've been learning. All right, I don't know if you guys saw, I made a post probably about a week and a half ago. I met a gentleman while I was out in Phoenix on business, and just an incredible story. Did 13 years in the penitentiary, and I asked him a very simple question. Hey, if you could go back to your 20-year-old self, before any of this happened, before you committed the crime, before you were found guilty, before any of that, what would you have changed? His very first answer was, I wouldn't have carried a gun. And he stopped, and it was funny because I kind of looked in his eyes and I could see him really thinking. I could see the wheels turning in his viewpoint. And he said, you know what? I take that back. What I would have changed is I would have never joined a gang in the first place. Now, I empathize with this guy because, I mean, he had tattoos all over his face, all over his head, all over his body. I'm like, man, this dude, whatever he was doing, he was deep in it, right? And I said, but you got to think about it, man. I know where you're from, so I can imagine that your family, your uncles, your brothers, your cousins, probably your sisters, everybody, maybe even your mother was involved in that street life. So it was almost inevitable that you were going to do that, right? And he said, nah, man, nothing is inevitable. He said, I had the choice. He said, you always have a choice. Now, I want to get to my point. I saw a post put up by Victor Oladipo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Victor Oladipo. Within about, literally, all right, look at the post. I'm going to post it after this video. Within 3 minutes, within 3 to 5 minutes from him getting out of the game, walking into the locker room. And if you guys aren't familiar with who that is, he's a guard for the Indiana Pacers, had an incredible career at the Indiana University, the University of Indiana, went on having a great career in the NBA, probably one of the most athletic guards I've ever seen, but just lost to LeBron James in a 7-game series. I mean, that's huge. And his post was a post from his trainer. It was a screenshot of a text message, and excuse my French, but I am going to curse because just for effect. But in the post, he said to his trainer, I'm looking to take this to the next level. I apologize. He said, I'm looking to take this shit to the next level. When can we get started? He literally just lost the game. Now, as I go through these two examples, I want you to think about how are you responding to different things, different events in your business. Notice I did not say different failures, different frustrations, different disappointments. No, just events in your business. How are you responding? I believe it was last night or maybe a couple of nights ago, Friday night, Russell Westbrook lost a game in Utah. There were fans standing on the side. I believe one fan was taking a picture. He smacked the phone out of their hand, right? Another fan may have said something about his family, about his friends, about something. A fan, all right? And he barked back at him. And in the interview, he said, no, I don't confront anybody. They confront me. Wow. Okay, hopefully you guys are understanding this. I don't know if you've ever been to a basketball game before, but understand, when you're in the NBA, all right, you are the elite of the elite. There's over 5,200 Division I NCAA basketball players today. In the NBA, there is only 391 active players. Now, I didn't say Hey, all of NCAA, all of overseas, there are probably hundreds of thousands of people that are fighting for one spot. So when you talk about the value that you have to have in order to play on an NBA team, you have to be the best of the best. Now, I want you to be thinking about where you're looking to succeed in your life. Is it your business? Is it your fitness? Is it your finances? Is it your relationships? Think about the professional you're looking to become in a certain area of your life, all right? So you take these players, and if you've ever been to a basketball game before, I had an opportunity to play a little bit in college, but I don't care where you play at, there's fans that are barking at you. They're talking about your mom, your sister, your last game, your last shot. They're always talking. How many times in your business right now do you allow to get yourself distracted by who's barking at you? Maybe it's not a fan. Maybe it's online. Maybe it's social media. Maybe it's your Instagram, your Facebook. Maybe it's your GroupMe. Maybe it's your wife. Maybe it's your spouse. Maybe it was the person on your team that said they were going to do what they did not do. Who's distracting you? Here's the issue. When I go to NBA games and I see the players and I see the fans barking at them, I can almost see the player look that fan directly in the eye with absolutely no response. It's as if they're not even there. It's as if they're not. Can you imagine being LeBron James on any given night? Guys, share this information out, because I'm talking to somebody right now. You are about to have the most magnificent 6 to 7 months of your entire life if you can understand what I'm talking about right now. LeBron James goes to anywhere. All right, use any player that you can think of that has emotional intelligence. That's really what we're talking about. He'll go anywhere and a fan will say something to him and he doesn't even hear it. He's not even reacting. Why? Write this down. Because he is 100% clear, 120%, 150% clear on where he is going. The vision is clear. There was another post I saw a little bit earlier and a fan was talking to him, and you want to know what LeBron said back to him? He said, "I'm not coming out the entire game. I'm playing the whole game." Because he was focused. How focused are you? Are you the player like Victor Oladipo, who as soon as that event happens in your business that may have not, quote unquote, been in alignment with what you saw for yourself right now, to say, you know what? I am going to observe and adjust. I'm going to observe and adjust. He said, you know what? I got to get better. How many of you have relinquished on your goals, your aspirations, and your dreams because of a misfortunate event? You know, we have a saying in our business, and we say it all the time in our team right now, that everything in my life is happening for me, not to me. Everything in my life is happening for me, not to me. If you're going to do incredible in your business, you have to have something called an absolutely obsessive work ethic. When you have the type of work ethic that doesn't allow frustrations, disappointments, or any type of distraction to throw you off for a 24-hour period, that's when you're going to win. But see, so many people are allowing themselves to be justified by misnomers. They don't even realize it because they're not clear on their vision and where they're going. You don't even realize you're just simply being distracted. You're not even realizing, hey, Russell, that was just a fan. Hey man, he was only looking to take a picture. You're making millions of dollars and you're going to get fined for this fan. Come on, guys. Are you allowing yourselves to be distracted? Another example, the NFL draft. I love this young man's story. Obviously, you saw the guy who is a defensive player. A defensive player that is missing part of his arm. What? He's missing part of his arm. I would think that it would either throw off your equilibrium, like something, and you end up running the fastest time. A 4.34. Come on, guys. Why? Because he's focused. He is focused. How focused on you are you on your goal? You know, I had a chance to, once again, when I was out in Phoenix, I was in the van with some young men out of Arkansas, and I was telling them, he was like, man, you're at such and such for this month. It's amazing. I can't believe you're doing that. And I said, yeah, man, my goal was this. What was your goal? He said, what? Oh, yeah, I didn't have a goal. How much would your life change if you just simply started to practice the principles that lead to success? This is what I want you to do. I got to get off of here because I got work to do. I want you to get clear on your vision. What do you want to have happen in the next 30 days? So if I took you from today and I placed you on June 1st of 2018, 30 days from now, what would have had to happen in the past 30 days that would have created the best 30 days of your life from every aspect? How would your relationships be? How would your family life be? How would your fitness be? How would your business have grown? What would your finances be like? And then I want you to literally reverse engineer the steps that it would take to get there. And on that path, please understand, just like in sports, there will be defense. You now have a goal, and that's when life begins to happen. See, there's so many people that don't even realize they're being distracted because they allow themselves to be swayed like a cork on water, just flowing with what life gives them. The minute you have a focus, I guarantee you, my friend, there is going to be a defense. Now understand that the defense is not there to stop you from your goal. I know people are like, what? No, that is, no. It's simply there to see how bad you want it. It's not there to stop you. It's only there to see how bad you want your goal. So as I leave you this evening, I want you to remember, how quickly do you respond in a positive way towards your dream? Because everything that's happening to you right now is happening for your benefit, not for your defeat. We will see you at the top, not from the top. Share this out because all of you deserve the best. Have a good night, guys.